Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Candice and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some healthy habits that I personally do or that I want to get into so then they make me more productive over summer instead of me just laying down and watching YouTube or doing nothing all day. But let's get started! So my first tip is to make to-do lists, and this isn't something that you just have to do over summer, but it's something that you can do all year round. I know with school it helps a lot since I have so many different things going on. With school I have dance, school, I have YouTube, and then I have a few other things. And it just makes it easier when I know what I need to get done. So we are going to make a to-do list for tomorrow, and then I will show you guys that. My next tip is to have a clean room or a clean space, because clean space equals clean mind, or at least that's what I think. So having your bed made, having your area all picked up and tidy, and if you even want to, you could organize some of your spaces. So like you could organize your dresser, your nightstand, your book collection that's in a basket on the floor, your desk, your closet, just some ideas. So then you can have more to do, and then also it'll make you feel better if you've been wanting to get to those things. So I gotta clean some things and like put them away, so I'm going to do that right now. Guys, something very special has come to greet us, and I will show you guys in 1 second. The rain! You guys can see the little droplets, and it seems like it's only sprinkling, but hopefully it'll start to rain a little bit harder. Did you guys hear that? That was very loud. But who knows, maybe a thunderstorm is coming our way. Another tip I have is getting 8 or more hours of sleep, as well as waking up at a reasonable time. So you don't want to be getting like 8 hours of sleep or like 9 hours of sleep, but then you went to bed at like 2 in the morning, and then you woke up at, I don't know what time would be, like 8 or 9 hours, but like let's say you woke up at like 1 in the morning. I'll probably figure out how many hours that is eventually. But then that doesn't work, and then you're not going to have very much time. You're going to feel like the whole day was just used and wasted on sleep, although sleep is very important, so yeah. So what I would personally do is maybe go to bed at like a good time that like isn't like super early, unless if you're doing something in the morning. But sorry about the rain, it's starting to pour like really hard now. But anyways, so with the sorry, hold on. Sorry again about the rain. It's getting very aggressive. But anyway, so what works for me is going to bed at like 10:30 or something like that. And I still want to be able to sleep in, because during the school year I don't really get to do that except on weekends, but even then I don't really sleep in because the school routine has gotten to me, and then I'm just waking up at 7 automatically. But for now, like what I'm doing is I am going to bed at like 10:30-ish or like 11, and then I'll set an alarm for 9:30. So then if I wake up before then, that's great. I can either go back to sleep if I want, or I can turn off the alarm, or I will wake up at 9:30, so then it's like I'm not going super late. But some days when it's like a rest day, you don't have to have an alarm. You can just sleep in as late as you want. Another thing that is keeping me productive is what I'm doing right now, which is making a YouTube video. And this is because it doesn't take up my whole day, but it takes up a good amount of time, and it's really good getting it just done, because before I was getting it done like the day before, but now I have like a whole week to get it done and edit it, and I can try new things with it, and if it doesn't work, then it's not like it's the end of the world, because I have time to fix it. One thing that I think really affects how like your day is going to turn out is the type of clothes that you wear. So if you're wearing like comfortable clothes or PJs, you're gonna, well, it's not always the case, but I feel like for me, I always think, oh, let's just lay in bed and do absolutely nothing. We can watch YouTube and we can play games, or we can just watch movies. But if you're wearing something that is going to make you like move around and like get stuff done, then you're going to have a more productive day. Another thing that I think helps keep me motivated, at least, is listening to a podcast or listening to music, because then while you're doing something, it'll put your mind, like it'll help you, at least for me, like just stay motivated and wanting to like continue it and like get it done faster. Because if I was like watching like a video while I was doing something, it takes me a lot longer than it does when I'm just listening to things instead of watching and listening. I'm really sorry, because some of these tips I had said in the video from 2 weeks ago, which was my motivation video on how to stay motivated, and some of these tips I'm bringing back, but they really do help me when it comes to being productive. And 2 of these things I know I said in that video, but that is having rewards and taking some like breaks after you do something or accomplish it, because you'll stay again more motivated to get it done. And it's really helped me. So like after, let's say I read for 30 minutes, then I could like watch something or like watch a show, and have like little reward systems to keep me going and keep me productive. A good tip I think too is not giving yourself so much to do that you become really overwhelmed and you just stress out because you think that you have to get all this stuff done, and you don't. But that's why I would like limit yourself to a certain number of things, but if you finish all those things and you want to do more, then you can add on to your list, but just don't have like 100 different things that you want to do in one day. And I mean, if they're really small, then it's a different story, but if they're all like really big projects, then it's gonna just stress you out. I'm very excited about this one personally because it's related to food, and food is amazing, but eating good foods has like helped because then like eating fruits and vegetables, they taste good, and also it makes you feel good, and it makes me feel better, and I feel like it helps me get into a little bit better of a mood if I'm having like a bad day or something like that. Working on stuff for dance, at least for me, or just working on like your sport, I think is really important because, at least for me right now, I'm on a break for dance, and then in a few weeks I'm gonna have a week-long intensives, and it's like 20 hours in 1 week. So I don't want to be super sore for that. So I've been working on my feet with TheraBands and watching my hands and stretching because those things are really key. And then also, I haven't done this yet, but I want to, well, probably by the time I post this, I will have been doing it, but learning combos and practicing dances, so then it's not like when I come back for that 1 week, I'm super sore and it really hurts. Another thing that I've actually been doing with my mom is taking photography classes online. So we've been watching these videos, and because my mom, she already like knows how to do photography, and she got these classes so then I could learn because I don't really know how to take pictures yet, and I'm not very good at it yet. The power of yet. So we've been taking these classes, so that's really helpful, and it makes me a lot more productive because I'm doing something that's helping me learn. This next thing that I personally do that makes me productive is actually another thing that I do with my mom, but we don't do it every day, but that's going to the gym. So we'll go like really early in the morning, so then we can like stretch and go on the treadmill and do stuff like that. And I think it's a really good way to have like your day start off the right way, because it's like I just did something that was really good for me, so let's keep that going for this whole day. Another thing that I like to do to be productive is reading, because it helps me like grow and learn, and it's also really fun, so that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Okay, so I probably should talk about the book I'm actually reading right now, which is The Grimrose Girls, and I'm not really gonna say much about it except that there's this one girl and she dies, and then all of her friends are trying to figure out what happened because they don't think that it was like an accident. They think that like it was something else. I think it's really good so far, and also the author is Laura Pohl. I don't know, but it's Pohl, and I'm really sorry I pronounced that wrong. And then I could probably, in my description, I can probably have this link down below. But let's get into reading. Another thing I think is really important to being productive is having a good morning and night routine, and just a good routine in general, because then you're going to continue doing that routine, and if it's a good one, then you're going to like be more productive, but if it's a bad one, you probably aren't going to be as productive. So I went through all the things that I've been like doing that have been keeping me productive, or like that I've been doing that I feel like are very productive. So now I'm going to make you a list of things that, well, not, I already made the list of things, but now I'm going to tell you the list of things that I want to get into or get better at doing. So bullet journaling and journaling are two things that I haven't done in a while, and I really need to get back into them because I really like doing them, but I was so busy that I couldn't do them. Another one is stretching. I know I said that stretching was one of them, but when I mean stretching every single day and not feeling super sore, because definitely right now I feel a little bit sore because I haven't stretched yet today, but I will later. And then going to bed at a good time, so 10:30 I feel like is an appropriate time, and even 10 would be great, but 10:30 I will go for, and I just don't want to end up during the summer going to bed at like 12 every single night, because that is not good for when summer comes to an end, but luckily I have a lot of time to fix that. Another one is giving myself a day or two to rest, and because I don't need to be being productive every single day, because I am like, we're on summer, and summer is a time to be relaxing and not having to worry, but I still want to be productive over it. So giving myself a day or two to rest if I need it is necessary. Some more items on that list are having YouTube ideas ready, because sometimes when I film, I don't know when I'm going to film right away, but just having them ready to go and knowing when I'm going to do it will make it a lot easier for me, and it won't put as much stress on me. And then another one is being somewhat productive every day. So I know I said to give myself a break 1 to 2 days, like a week, but that doesn't mean that I do absolutely nothing. I think for me at least that means like not being productive the whole day, or like not being productive like majority of the day, but I still want to get a few things done, so then it's not like I did absolutely nothing. And then the last one is sticking with my routines, because in the beginning of summer I was doing really well and I was sticking with them, but then I've been getting kind of lazy and I haven't been doing them, so I'm going to be getting back into them and keeping them going and just sticking with my routines. Alright everyone, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!